You know, I hit the go live button and then I realized, wait, I don't actually have any water with me. I had to run real quick and get myself a bottle of water. Anyway, good morning, everyone. We are back on the Neon White grind. Today, though, I'm doing something a little bit different. Instead of grinding movement, I think I want to finish up all the gifts and the side missions. Good morning, Bricky. Welcome back. So yeah, I think today's plan is we're going to finish up gifts, we're going to finish up the side missions. Maybe chapter 4 reds. I want to put movement kind of on the back burner for now, just to try and give myself a mental reset from it. Because I hit the 1 PB yesterday, and then I just kind of didn't get close. So. Alright, let me just... My mouse should be charged enough. I can unplug it from here. And... There we go. Wait. Oh, right. I forgot. I thought I was still on chapter 3 for some reason. And my mouse just is not connecting anymore. What is going on? Why is it trying to connect via Bluetooth? Now I'm confused. There we go. That works. But yeah, you're right. I need to change that to chapter 5. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have forgotten that. Totally. Alright. So the only gifts that I've finished so far have been neon reds. And I think I did a little bit of violets. But those ones I've done before, like previously in like a prior playthrough of Neon White. I don't think I've ever done Raz's gifts or neon yellows. So a lot of this should be like completely new to me. I've also been bouncing around a few ideas in my head. I was hanging out with a friend yesterday after stream, and they were talking about how they were in voice chat while Zilia was trying to beat a bunch of my times like a few days ago, and it got them kind of interested into Neon White. And I thought it would be a fun idea if said friend and I did a collab stream where I could potentially get him a pretty fast time on movement. Just like a coaching stream, which could be fun. Because if I could coach him and have like a 3-way competition going on between me, Zilia, and him, that'd be pretty fun. I just have to see if he's down first, because I mean, he's the one that recommended we do a duo stream. I just don't know if he'd be down to do Neon White. He seems like he's interested in the game, but you never know. I also saw that Jupin put out a video where they PB'd on Aqueduct, I think last night. I haven't watched it yet, because I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to watch that for the first time on stream. But when they first put out the video, I didn't read that it was Aqueduct. I thought it was movement. I'm like, oh damn, they just hit a 13 on movement. How the hell?
Hey.
You know, before starting this stream, I should have looked into the mod that lets you, like, skip most of this gift stuff. Because it takes quite a while to just get through all of this talking. You think it's a custom level? Got it. Yeah, I was looking through their channel a little bit before I started stream, and I noticed it seemed like there were some custom levels and some legit levels. Though I do have a question. I noticed that in some of the titles it said FWR. Does that just mean former world record? All right, gift. All right, almost done with Raz. Okay, so yeah, it is former world record. Okay. Because I know Jupin also brought that up in stream chat yesterday about the pathing on the ring and movement and how the former world record holder had a different, slightly different path. But at the time, I didn't know what FWR stood for, so. All right, and with this, we are done with Raz. Let's go. I should probably finish out the gifts for Violet, I think, because I haven't finished those yet. Though I do remember I like those levels. All right, we got the achievement. Cathedral, please. You, not you. Leave. Here we go. All right. Oh, going straight into the side quest with this. I think everything after the last side quest I did for Violet, I have not yet seen before, so this should be new to me. Interesting. I will say, out of all the side quests I've done so far, I think I might like Violet's a little bit more than Red's. Oh, okay. Violet's just reminds me of Mario Maker. Like, I'll be real. With just how trolly everything seems. It just makes me think of like a good ISO level in Mario Maker. There we go. Not bad. What was that? Second try? Give gift. Also, there's a longer project that I've been thinking of working on for YouTube, wherein I make like a supercut of all of my movement just attempts, like PB attempts. Yeah. Reds are pretty good, but I think Violet just ekes out being my favorites. Aha. So, oh, I see. Missed the elevate entirely. Nice. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, this is completely new to me. First time seeing this level at all. Yeah, sure, I'll go all the way up here. The thing that I find daunting about trying to do that is just that I have, what is it, like 2,500 attempts on movement, and so trying to make a supercut of all of that is going to be a lot. Which is why it's a long-term project and not something I'd be doing short-term. Ooh, barely. Okay. Interesting. That was a sick level. Yeah, it'd be daunting because like something close to like 20 hours of stream content that I have to go through and sift through for just like the movement PB attempts. And then it's a matter of, you know, cutting it up into like a more digestible format instead of just raw, like just attempts. So it'd be quite a bit of work, but I mean, I have the time to do it. So definitely something I'm considering. I mean, if not that, then at least make like a compilation of all my PB attempts. I mean, all my PBs. Oh. Do I need to save the Godspeed? Interesting. Huh. I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing this level. That's a great. That doesn't work. I think I can land on this guy's head, can I not? Oh. It feels like I need to save this Godspeed. You shoot the tripwires through the bar? Oh, okay. Dude, I would not have thought of that. Up we go. Stomp. Oh, mimic. Right. Dude, it feels like it's been so long since I've had to deal with the mimic that it's been so long since I had to deal with any of this because of how long I was grinding movement for. Like, yeah, it was only a few days, but many hours of grinding were spent on movement. Oh. Oh, I see what it... Oh. This level is really interesting so far. Did I really just... I think the fun part about doing all of this side content is like, yeah, sure, I can hit good times on movement, but like, I'm so ass at like the rest of the game. Let's do that. This into Godspeed here. Okay, nice. And I have one more side quest with Violet. Give gift. Yep. But yeah, I think the big thing too is I just need a little bit more variation instead of just grinding movement. Hence why I'm going for the red medals today and doing the rest of the gifts. But I'm also thinking, once I get all reds, I probably want to start doing full game runs. Kind of want to get decent at doing those. All right. So I needed the Godspeed, huh? Or did I? Yeah, the variety will help a lot. I mean, I think I could just potentially just Chill up top. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I just looked down. What the hell is going on here? Okay. Interesting. How do you save either Godspeed or the Elevate? Oh, I just saw these guys. I feel like that is a red herring. Okay, I have Coyote better than that. Huh. Okay. Maybe delay that elevate just a little bit. Okay, save the elevate, not the Godspeed. Maybe it would help. Not quite. Hold on, let's get this elevate. They can get very close, but I will say, grinding something that isn't movement makes me realize just how bad my skill issues are with this game. Damn it. You know, that's not going to work out for me. That was close. Damn it. Okay. My question is, what is the intended route for this? I think if I coyote off this corner, maybe just time my coyote jump a little bit better. There we go. Holy moly. Question is, what do I do with the elevate? Oh, I see what I do with the elevate. Okay, yeah. Honestly, not gonna lie, it feels like I skipped so much of the level there. Oh, you're supposed to go down to the bottom and shoot the barrels when the tripwires line up? Oh. I thought that might be the case, but like, despite how many attempts it took me to land the skip and save the elevate. Oh. Yeah, it feels way faster to have done that. Alright, and with this, I think this is all the gifts for Violet. Only ones that I have left now are Neon Yellow, and I forget what the other cat's name is. Playing cards, okay. Violet's level rush, okay. What does this do? Okay. What does this do? Oh, this is how you access. Okay. That's cool. Alright, we have Neon Yellow left here. No, not you. Why do I keep making that mistake? I think it's the exclamation mark that throws me off. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. Something else I have to figure out is what my schedule for next week's going to be. Work is changing my schedule just a little bit for the upcoming week, and I am having to work in the mornings, which I don't particularly mind, but it does mean I have to change up stream schedule. I have to think. I haven't really ever streamed in like evening hours, so I don't know what would be a good time. I might also just be overthinking it, and I could just go live whenever, and it would work fine. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saving all these purifiers or not. I could probably get it done faster if I wasn't saving all of them, but... Cool. So what I'd be looking at is streaming anywhere between like 5 and like 8 EST. Yeah, live whenever is probably going to be fine. I'll just be honest, I've never really looked at the category, like the neon white category, during those hours. One of the things I need to start doing is I should be like hosting and or rating people once I'm done with stream. Oh, you can't use discard abilities anyway? Okay, that's good to know. Probably would have figured that out pretty quick. That'd be chill, that's around when you get off work. Oh, yeah. The nice thing about my job is whenever it is time to do morning shifts, we start early, so we get off pretty early. We start 7 a.m. and we end around 3. Which, I'll be honest, I prefer much more than working, for example, 9 to 5. I'm just more of a... I feel way more productive in the mornings than I do in the evenings. Evenings feel much more like downtime for me, so... Alright. But yeah, like, man, I do basically everything in the mornings. You know, I work out, work on YouTube videos, and just like work on stuff for stream in the mornings. Walk my dogs, hang out with them, play with them, you know, make sure they're taken care of too. I feel like the thing that really made me into a morning person is having to pull all-nighters in university. It's like, man, that really burns you out on just working through the night. The amount of times I had to be up until like 3, 4 a.m. working on assignments. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'd much rather get that all done early in the morning than having to... Interesting. I feel like you could skip that. See, I used to be the same way, just way more productive at nighttime than I was in the mornings. Wait, I can't use discards. Is there a Dominion here? There's not. Okay. In which case... Yeah, I'll take Purify. I feel like I could still be productive at nighttime. Problem is that I'm at that point where I just get tired, dude. I get really tired. Like, there's a reason I put Certified Unk in the title, because I'm not like a spring chicken anymore. You can't skip the gap. Yeah, that's what I was looking for to see if I could, but... And the thing I like about being a morning person a little bit more than being a night person nowadays is just that schedules work a little bit better with everything else. Like, especially with my friends that work, like, regular job hours and things like that. Oh, I needed to land to the right of me there. So that always helps. Though I also do miss the vibes of being just like up late into the night. But then you also run into issues of like, I mean, for me, when I stay up really late, I really don't want to get up early in the morning and like do my workouts. And like, yeah, I still could like just do that and then just power through and do the workouts anyway, which is completely valid. It just feels so much easier to get early sleep, wake up early, and then do the workout. It's like a mental thing. Uh-huh. Here we go. That wasn't too bad. I'll say the game feels really weird not using any discard abilities. Despite the fact that the level that I grind the most doesn't have any cards in it at all.
What is this?
Not who I wanted to talk to. Alright, give gift. So I will say, because I'm so used to working on very little sleep, it'd be pretty easy for me to just wake up early and then also just go to bed late. It's an easy way to like squeeze out extra hours or when you need it to like work on stuff. But like for context, when I said that I used to be like stay up really late while in college, I'm talking I would go to bed 3 a.m., wake up at like 7. So it wasn't like I would stay up late and then wake up late. I was still like a pretty early bird. So maybe the strat would be to just go to bed late, wake up late. But like, I hate waking up late because it feels like the day is just already gone. Alright. Like even nowadays, when I sleep in, I want to say 8:30, 9 a.m. is about the latest I will sleep in. Okay, I see. Need to come in here, grab Godspeed from you. Okay. Interesting levels so far with yellow. I almost did not get that. That would have sucked. Probably not waste ammo on you guys. You guys don't really do anything for me. Bounce here. Ooh. Damn. Okay, so I just had to be quick there. Alright. Let's get up here. Go around. But yeah, especially with how much I end up doing in the mornings, I'm just too tired to do anything else. By the time, like... Let's see, what do I normally go to bed? Let me think real quick. I'd say I usually wrap everything up by 11. Not necessarily, like, go to sleep at 11, but I'm, like, pretty much done with everything by 11. Usually chilling in bed, playing my PSP or Steam Deck, depending on my mood. Alright, hop around here. Okay, second elevate. I feel like these levels are kind of easy with the fact that you don't really have to be killing any of the enemies. I feel like it would have been a little bit tougher and a little bit more of a challenge if you had to do so, because you would have to like actually manage your ammo. But with the fact that I could just hold on to everything and only shoot things when needed, makes it way easier. Oh, it's just side quest, side quest, side quest. Damn. They didn't give this guy a lot of dialogue at all. Oh, interesting. Okay. Too early there. Okay, now this is a sick level. This is a level I can get behind. Oh, that's right. He did Giant Trap before, didn't he? I'll be honest, I've paid like so little attention to the story that I don't... Like, even during my first playthrough, I skipped all of the story. And there we go. Like neon yellow again. Ah, okay, I see it now. I didn't realize that when you go in and interact with him, you just see the mask like that. The world record for that level is insane. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably look it up after this. Oh, I see how this works. I now see why you said it's like a puzzle. Ooh, okay, now this is an interesting level. I'm liking it already from what I see. Bounce here. I need to kill you. How do I get more ammo? Okay. Kick you out. There's that guy there. Don't want to shoot at you because I don't want to waste ammo here. Ooh. Maybe that? I don't know if I screwed that up already. I might have. Damn. This level just has enemies everywhere. Okay, let's do that. Get the Godspeed. Yeah, we can give this guy here. That's a lot of enemies. I'm gonna get this Godspeed here just to have. Never mind. I'll just die. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back, do this one. This one's pretty early on, pretty easy to get to. Do that, do that. Loop around back here. I feel like this is a decent route. Probably not the fastest, but I'm not necessarily going for the fastest route. If we come around this way, this is where we were last time. There's the guy with the Godspeed right there. I don't want to pick up any of you yet because I still have a lot of elevates. Do a little loop like that. Going for the Godspeed again. I can go for that bubble. Oh, there's this guy right here. Bam, like that. How do I get up there? I think I might see it, but I'm not 100% sure. So I still have that guy, I still have that guy, and I need to get height. So let's get some height. How you to jump here? Yes, sir. might have been able to make the jump to this without having to go around the way it did. But this also works here. And then, yep. Ooh, that was close. I'm already only at 1 health. Did not need to die there. That should be everything. Yes, it is. Sweet. Okay, this was a sick level. Really enjoyed that. I feel like in this game, there are a lot of levels where it's just about like going somewhere as fast as possible. Granted, this level could still be optimized to hell and back. But this one was actually like a puzzle. You have to think about what you're doing. Alright. I don't actually know the name of that level, so I don't know what to look up for the world record. So let me go... Neon Yellow Side Quest World Records. Probably the IL World Record sheet. This is what I'm looking for. Side quests. Here we go. Neon Red. Neon Yellow. Here we go. STF. I see it. Alright, let's just swap over to this screen over here so you guys see what I'm seeing. Oh wow. Holy crap. Wait. I need to watch this again. So they are reflecting off their own bullets for this. How many times did it happen? I think I don't know if they landed it, but it looks like they attempt to go for it here. And then they do it one more time with the Godspeed here. That is crazy. I'm assuming this is what you were talking about for the Godspeed medals, where it's really hard to get. It's really hard to get a good time without being able to do a self bullet boost. But damn, that's crazy. Okay, overlay messed up again. That's fine, we can fix it pretty easy. Alright. Back to Neon Yellow. Every time I see something like that, I realize that there is so much more to this game. And like so much more improvements that I could be doing with like everything. It's kind of insane. But it's also these kinds of games that I really love. Where it's just like there's always room for improvement, always something that you could be doing better. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I love Monster Hunter as much as I do, because, I mean, you never really run out of content with Monster Hunter. You just get better at, you know, fighting monsters. And if you feel like you peaked with one weapon, you just swap to another. Okay. This level feels quite a bit easier than the past few that we played. I say as I completely missed that. I think that's just karma. Alright, let's go for this again. This time let's not mess up. Speaking of Monster Hunter, my one friend that I was waiting on to upgrade their PC so we could play Monster Hunter Wilds together finally got around to doing it. And it's just a matter of Now actually getting them to get on the game. Go through here. Okay, nice. Pretty sick level. Felt way easier than the past level that we did. Also, something I really need to work on is there are things that I want to bring up on stream before I start streaming, and then once I hit the go live button, all of it just leaves my brain. I know for a fact that there's something cool that happened yesterday that I wanted to bring up on stream. I don't remember what exactly it was. All I remember is I wanted to do it, and I don't remember what it is, which is unfortunate. Bounce here. Grenade. Grenade. Well, these aren't really grenades as much as they are RPGs. Worst level in the game? You think so? It doesn't feel too bad. It feels a little bit slow, but... Personally, I'm just a real big fan of rocket jumping and Dominion in general. So... I feel like this one would be rough to try and get fast, though. So I can see it from that perspective. I think I can just skip this here. Yep. Okay. Really long climb. Speed it up again there. That. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. It didn't seem terrible, but I also like haven't sat down and try and grind that level, so I feel like you can have an opinion on a level when doing it casually, but you're gonna have a completely different opinion once you like grind out the level. For example, I feel like Movement is a pretty good example of this, where just doing a casual run of Movement probably wouldn't have you thinking all that much about the level. But then once you start grinding for that PB and the IL on that one, like, you're gonna have a vastly different opinion of it. Like, casually speaking, I wasn't too big a fan of Movement, and then once I started grinding it, I'm like, oh wait, no, this is my favorite level of the game. So it's like, huh. Took you 3 hours to get sub-minute. Damn. Now that's a rough grind. Alright, I think this is the last of the gifts that I need to do, and then after that, it's just on to the red metal grinds.
Looking at...
Question is, once I finish Chapter 5 Reds, do I want to go for a little bit more movement? Like, I know I've told myself I'm taking a break. However...
Looking to drop some...
It's hard. It feels like if I haven't at least grinded Movement a little bit, I haven't really grinded Neon White. So it feels hard.
Looking to drop...
Feels hard to play the game and not at least grind a little bit of Movement. I don't know if you were in chat for it, Bricky, but yesterday when I was grinding Movement, Jupin came by
Looking to drop some...
and they told me that my current strat should be able to take me to 17.5. As long as I just like nail all the tricks, it should take me to 17.5. And then they said after that there is, I think, a harder trick that I can do on the first arch boost that could get me like a little bit faster. But I feel like right now my I think right now my current goal is potentially trying to land a 17.5. Not like a short-term goal. This is a long-term goal. I don't think that grind's going to be very quick. But yeah, I do indeed feel like the #1 movement enjoyer. It's also gotten to the point, I don't think Zilia has even attempted to take back the PB from me. I was talking to him, I think, yesterday, and he told me it's been kind of daunting, because every single day he sees me set an even faster PB. And so far, he hasn't yet gotten the drive to go for a better run. So I think he's still at his 17.92.
Looking at.
But I'm hoping if I end up doing the... I'm hoping that if I end up doing the coaching stream with my other friend and get him pretty competitive on movement, it'll convince Zilia to really start grinding again.
Looking at.
Like, yeah, it kind of sucks that we're slightly losing the competition there. But at the same time, Zilia is the guy who's also grinding classic hardcore in World of Warcraft. And like a few other like games that he's grinding, so I'm not like terribly surprised that there has to be some give and take. Can't exactly grind a bunch of that stuff all together, because I don't think there's enough time in the world for all of that. I don't doubt that he's gonna come back to it soon and actually like attempt the grind himself again. It's just a matter of when, and trying to get him motivated again for it. Because I know he still wants to hit top 100 on movement. So yeah, WoW is really grindy, especially when you're doing hardcore. I think they have like a whole they have a whole subgroup in our friend group where they're just grinding hardcore. I think they got like 4 or 5 of them all together. I think, if I remember correctly, they just hit level 40 last week. So they're like pretty decently far along in the grind. Okay, so we finished the old city with the red metals. Now it's the burn that cures. Let me just change the stream title real quick. Remove the finishing gifts because we have finished the gifts. All right. Time for the grind. Looks like 17 is what I should be aiming for. Ooh, this level. I feel like there's a lot to skip there. God, there's water here. No, I need to... Okay. Do that. Just barely graze that dude on the left side so I can get to the water faster. I don't think that's gonna work. If I coyote that, I could save a fireball. Oh, I reset before I didn't realize that I had made it. All right. Do that. Breezy on the left side. Coyote this. It's a little bit slower, but... Wait, does that guy drop a fireball too? Oh no, there's a fireball right there that I was missing. Damn, okay. I feel like what I should be doing too is I should swap to the katana Damn, that was... Keep getting stuck right there. Need to aim a little bit better. Because I could just slash at those bullets, get the speed boost. Jump up the stairs. And I keep missing that fireball. I think I need to go up there a little bit earlier so I'm not, like, overshooting it by that much. Damn it. Just barely missed the slash onto that projectile. Go. Got that one. Huge. I could have fireballed there. Actually, that would have been way quicker. Okay. 22 is a really bad time here. Let's speed this up. Alright. Damn it. Needed to be just a little bit higher there. I will say Fireball is probably one of the most fun power-ups, in my opinion. You really feel the speed when you're using Fireball. Ooh, needed to aim a little bit higher. Maybe jump before I do that. There we go. Hit that. Just right. Yeah, there we go. That's what's up. Okay.
I just keep getting better and better.
20.154. Starting to approach my PB time. And just a matter of what can I do to make this even faster? Can I hit something? No, I can't do that. What about something crazy around here? No. I wouldn't have the speed needed. I could just barely make that. Maybe start greeting on the ranges of the fireball just a little bit. Okay. Missed the jump there. Yeah, no. Because I know there are like obvious like execution speedups I can get right here in the level. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Too high up there. I feel like I'm still used to the Godspeed habit of jumping right before I use the discard ability. I don't know whether or not that's faster with Fireball or not, but it's what I've been doing. And so far it's been working for me. It was a little bit high there, so I lost time. Okay. Okay.
I just keep getting
It wasn't bad. I just need to get... I feel like I could dial this in even more. While the fireball is active, you get a water boost if you're touching the ground. Okay, I did not know that. Good to know. Damn it. So if I aim this just right... Still behind my PB though. By a lot. Holy crap. Damn, I did that really quick. And I don't even know what exactly was they did there. Get that quick. Alright. Damn it. This is going to be a grind. I don't exactly know what I did there to get as fast as I did, but sure. I guess while I'm here, might as well just start yapping about something. Because just locking in and not really talking isn't exactly going to do much for me. Let's see, what do I want to yap about though? Oh, right. So, I have a garden in my backyard. And my puppies love the garden for some reason. And they'll just sit there and they will sniff at all of the plants that I have planted. But
I just keep getting.
the thing is, they also have like saying no respect for the plants is probably a bit of an overstatement. But they're not exactly the best at sure. I actually don't know what a good strat would be for this level. Got this beginning part pretty down in my PB. My current PB, that is. But yeah, the thing I'm most worried about is my one dog really likes to pee on plants. And that's a little bit of an issue. Damn it. Like, it doesn't particularly matter when it comes to the trees that we got. Am I supposed to use elevate there? Where am I supposed to use my elevate? Because, like, the trees could take it, but, like, my strawberry plants, I have a few that are, like, extremely tiny. But not only does he like to just pee all over them, he also likes to trample all of them. I think maybe use the elevate without being so close to the ledge. That's probably gonna get speed up. Okay, do that. Fireball here. Yeah, there we go. Should be just enough. Okay, slight PB. But I need to get faster. How do I do this faster? Oh, damn it. Messed it up. I think taking corners a little bit better. Ooh, okay, that could have been a 17 something. If I messed up my fireball. Damn it. Okay. I feel like I can get this level pretty dang fast. And I jumped there, damn it. I feel like you have to hit this guy just right to get the height that you want. Again, didn't want to jump there. There we go. Ooh, I needed to pick up the ammo. Got it. Need to jump right about here. I think, no, a little bit later. Right here. Right around the time I picked that up. Felt like I had this kind of consistent for a little bit, and then no longer. This level feels like not the worst thing in the world. I'll be real. Ooh, I needed to pick up one of the extra ammos. Okay, do that. Oh, who was left alive? Damn it, the dude in the top. I could be hitting a speed boost there if I'm timing my fireball shot just a little bit better. There we go. 17.5. I could get this a little bit faster. Ooh. Again, could have timed it better there. Damn. Damn. Too late on that jump. I think I just need to take my mind off of this jump in particular, because I am overthinking it way too much, or just messing up my shots. Hit it just a little bit later. Come on now. There we go. That's the kind of speed I want to see. And of course I mess up the actual jump that matters. Damn it. I will say this level feels pretty fun to like do attempts on, but I can also understand why you say it sucks. Missed that up. Just gotta restart off of that. I tapped this guy once here. Damn it. I feel like if I could get this more consistent and just practice a little bit more on the rest of the run, that would be nice. Perfect. And I meant to swap to the elevate right there, and I ended up hitting F instead, despite the fact that this was clean. Okay. I think if I want to hit the PB, I have to... And that time, I meant to hit F and I hit Q instead. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Damn it, too early on the shot there. Ooh, unfortunate. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is a good run. $16.78.
I just keep getting better.
Just barely not a red. Just barely not a red. I felt like this was a pretty good one too. Okay. I think what I could aim for is delaying my shots here just a little bit to try and shoot one of these guys bullets. That would have been good right there. That I would have overshot just a little bit. That's the hard part. Damn it. I might be able to make it like that without having to pause at that ledge. And my elevate is already gone. Actually, no, I think I need to hit that ledge to get just enough height to get over. Damn it. Never mind, Berkey. I think I understand why you said this level sucks, and I think I agree with you. Bruh, okay, I'm just... Damn it. And the thing is, my PB was so close, I feel like I know exactly what it can do to get the red medal time. And it's just a matter of cutting corners a little bit better. See, I have to wait just a little bit on that fireball. On like shooting the whatever this thing is called with the fireball, because I'm not gonna have enough ammo. Damn it. Yeah, the first jump is so inconsistent, because like if you accidentally hit the speed boost on one of these, like it messes up your jump placement. And then if you hold space for a little bit too long when you're trying to clear this, you end up jumping again, which makes the hitting the projectile speed boost a little bit tougher too. That one I could have made if I had just... Oh. Damn it. Too early in that fireball. And I feel like I'm also pretty inconsistent with that jump too. If I aim for a little bit too much corner cutting, I end up not making it. And then if you do too little corner cutting, I'm not going to be able to hit the PB and get the red. And if you're too close to the ledge there, you obviously bonk on it and you don't get the height. All of it is just... It is a tough level to try and hit the PB on, I feel like. And like, you miss even one shot, it feels like, with the fireball, and you can no longer complete the level, so you have to make sure your aim is impeccable. Which is like, probably the thing I'm the worst at in this game. My aim just kind of booty. Damn it. Too early. That right there, I think I had too little fireball ammo going into the next section. Kind of just had to reset that. Damn it. That was pretty decent until I shot too early. And I keep hitting the swap a little bit early on the fireball, and so I think I have my elevate equipped, but nope, it's the fireball. I end up shooting the small dude with the fireball. Thing is, I know my strat can get the red medal, and it's just a matter of I have to nail it, like, really well. Get it. Waited a little bit too long for the jump there. Perfect. You know what? That's just a reset. That was slow. Wouldn't have gotten the PB. And I didn't pick up the extra ammo fast enough, which meant that I lost the elevate. This level just has such a rough opening that you need to nail. Damn it. I feel like because of how long it takes me to nail the opening, I don't have good practice on like the second half of the level. So I end up screwing this up way too often. Ooh, okay. That was almost a really decent run. I just jumped where I should not have jumped. Ended up with some bad pacing in that second half. But that could have been the PB right there. And what I had ended up doing was I actually hit the speed boost on this guy. Damn it. Damn. Like, I keep getting so close to, like, PB pace. Nope, that's a restart. Took an extra shot. There we go. Nope, never mind. Every time I feel like I hit this jump right, it's just barely not right. And that time I got the speed boost. Ooh, I didn't end up getting the extra ammo on the fireball. That's rough. Damn it. I think if I take a slightly different pathing approach to this guy, I might be able to hit it more consistently and get the speed boost at the same time, which just might barely get me the PB. Something like this with maybe an earlier jump. That would have been too far. Damn. This is such a rough first jump. And I needed to slow down just a little bit on my elevates there. If I could just nail that movement in the second half, it'd be so much nicer. The hard part is doing the movement without looking at where I'm going. I'm just not, like, I'm so far out of practice on backwards wall riding in, for example, Overwatch. I wonder if part of my inconsistency is whether or not I hit the extra ammo off that guy for my elevate. Because I notice sometimes I get to this part with more ammo in my elevate, and sometimes I get there with less. And I don't know what exactly causes it. I'm assuming it's whether or not I get the ammo pickup off of this guy. Because I feel like that probably is what's causing it. Damn it. And that time I swapped too early. But see, this time I have more than enough ammo. There we go. I'm now getting to the point where I'm starting to mix up what does what. I keep trying to Q-swap there to go back to my fireball and end up hitting space instead for the jump. I think I missed the balloon. Yep. Damn it, just barely didn't have enough height. I think I elevated too early, so it wasn't the peak of my jump. That time there, I had to do something a little bit on the fly because I ended up using a fireball ammo where I didn't want to. So I needed to pick more ammo up on the fireball. I ended up doing a bit of a Q swap. I will say, this level is a grind. Damn it. And I keep making the same mistake. When I'm not thinking about it, I end up just bonking to that ledge. There's a slight route deviance that you can do to make the elevate jump easier. Okay. What would that be? Oop, ran out of elevates there. Damn. Okay, here we go. Oh, messed it up again. Damn. Instead of going over the wall, jump towards the shorter railing a little further down. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to see it again to figure out what you're talking about. Are you talking about this here? Oh. That is indeed way easier. Missed one dude, but yeah, that is way easier. Okay, I just need to nail the aim lab section of this, which is easily going to be like the worst part for me to nail. Damn it. I will say, I made the route slightly easier for myself by doing the quick swap further up. So instead of getting extra ammo on my elevate, I get the extra ammo on fireball. Right here. Makes this part a little bit easier for me. Okay. That was slow, not quite red metal time, but just dialing in that strat a little bit more is gonna help. Maybe change the order at which I shoot at things would help. You first. Kind of like that, maybe. I just have to make sure I have enough ammo going in with fireball. which I may or may not have here. That, I think, actually was probably it, because I hit 2 of the enemies with a single fireball. And I just need to actually nail this. Damn. I guess it's time to lock in. It would help if I actually landed on the ledge and didn't overshoot it. Damn. Should be the hardest red for this chapter. Okay. I was gonna say, if the entire rest of this chapter is this level of difficulty for the reds, that'd be rough. That is just a restart there. $16.5, there we go.
Getting better and better.
Beat Dennis by 1 millisecond. Okay, holy. That... How long did it take me? How many attempts? 245? Damn. Oh, that was rough. Okay, this level. I could probably... Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't even kill the head. Right. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I needed a fireball there. Okay, let's do that. Do that. You fireball. Bam. 24.
I just keep getting better and better.
So that entire building section feels like you don't even need it, because there are no enemies in there, like, whatsoever. The only enemy that was there was the jock up top. I'll say it also helps seeing everybody's times and seeing that, hey, it's like way lower. You guys are like twice as fast. Really slow,
I just keep getting
but
better and better.
I see the vision. It's just a matter of executing properly. Let's do that. Bam, bam, bam. I think I could potentially do it in such a way where I just barely graze the jock with the fireball. And that should speed things up. I just have to aim the fireball correctly up there. So let's go for it. Yeah, there we go. Just barely not the red though. I think I need to hit reflex there. Ooh, just barely slower. 14.31. So I was like 0.1 off. Okay, take a slightly better line here. Boost better here. Got the the shots off there. Damn it. One was left alive. Yeah, that's a reset. Would have been really slow there. Here we go. Yeah, no, that's also a reset. I lost the fireball there, didn't have enough ammo. Huge. Damn it. Ooh, again, really dang close. Okay, let's do this. Also, I know you can't see it, but like every single time I'm landing these shots, like my body is like physically flinching. Ooh, okay. I was off by 0.7 seconds. Which tells me damn it. Damn it. I need to hit this. No, this is just slow. I need to speed this up. Damn, that could have been it if I just remembered to jump instead of walking off that ledge. Yeah, no, that guy down there was still left alive. Damn it. This one definitely feels easier than the last one. And my issue is just, well, skill issues. Damn it, too high, too high. That would have been it too. Okay, didn't get the projectile boost there. Damn it. The hard part is I'm trying not to overshoot the jock. But in doing so, I tend to undershoot getting on top of the ledge and bonk my head on that pillar. Okay, there we go. Oh, barely eked this one out. Oh. Okay. Still the slowest one on the leaderboard here, but that's fine. I got the red. At the moment, I'm just going for reds. When I come back for emeralds, that's when I'll... Yeah, no, that's slow. So it seems like I need to pick up an extra ammo there. And then... No, that was slow. I got a really big speed boost off of that shot, though. So maybe try and aim for something similar. sure. And somebody was left alive. Rip. Okay, make it up here. Again, I forgot to go for the extra ammo. I don't know which extra ammo to go for. Maybe the one in the corner here. Like that. Maybe this is the strat?
I just keep getting better.
Okay, this is like possible. With a little bit of cleaning up, I think this strat can get me red. Here we go. Not quite red,
I just keep getting
but if I don't get stuck on that pillar at the very beginning, here, the way I had earlier. There we go. 13.9, red. Let's go.
better and better.
Okay, moving on. I don't know. What do I want to save here? What do I want to save? I have 2 stomps coming into this. Okay. So I don't need 2 stomps. We're just come in here, do this, do that. Hello? Hello? Excuse me? Alrighty then, I guess. Yeah, no, that's a restart right there. Start in a half. Do this. Take a slightly cleaner line here. Do that, do that. And this is just, that's just what I've been doing. So I have to find some way to speed up 3 seconds. Damn it. So obviously I can have much better movement going on here, kind of like this. Way cleaner right there. Okay, that shaves off about a second off my PB. I could potentially go for something even better though. Okay, almost shaved off another second. That was like 0.8. Damn. Okay. I have an idea though. Why don't I just do this? Go over. Damn it. So not quite faster. I need to make sure I hit the barrel properly. Ooh. I had pretty good pathing with my PB. That was somehow still a PB, despite the fact that it looked like I was behind my ghost. Crazy. I can get that much faster, though. I kind of delayed at, like, a few parts. Okay. PB is a little bit ahead here. Damn it. I don't... No. That was just bad. Ooh. I'll say, this level feels pretty fun to be workshopping, though. That's rough. Okay, I needed to be just a little bit closer there. You know, something I could be doing that I've been like completely forgetting about is instead of a stomp there, I could be doing this. It might be a little bit faster if I can hit a few of the bullets while I'm doing so. Okay, up we go. And I don't have a Godspeed there. Damn it. Nope, that was too slow. Oh, okay. I have to find out some way to make up 0.8 seconds. Ooh, not what I meant to do. Okay, so not 0.8 seconds. I need to make up 0.4 off my PB. I feel like this right here is working pretty good for me. Gets me right in here. Oh, okay. That time, misclicking that Godspeed was not my fault. My mouse bumped into the 3DS, which is on my desk, and yeah, the rest is history. Okay, I feel like I like using the stomp there. Damn it, I forgot I didn't need to swap there, and that it would automatically swap for me. Yeah, I definitely like using the stomp there. Okay. I just need to be a little bit better here. I feel like I come at this with a little bit of a better angle, so I get better speed there. And then it's just a matter of maintaining this speed around here. Like that. Very close. I need to shave off another 0.2. But that can be done. Here we go. Damn it. Okay. Oh, so close. And it's just a matter of finding like 1 or 2 more optimizations that I could be doing.
I just keep getting.
How am I PBing by a single millisecond? Oh, okay. How the hell am I supposed to shave off another 0.2? I think the big thing is just the way at which I'm approaching these barrels. This right here is a little bit faster. And that got me another 0.1 faster, but I need to get a little, like, another 0.11 faster, and then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's a reset. Damn. Damn. Every now and then I get onto something that's like super clean, and then I just end up screwing it up like that. Nope. I think part of it is what you had told me about the above water boost that you can get with the fireball. If I hit this just right, I feel like I get the above water boost. And now I'm 0.02, 0.03 off. Yeah, no, that's a reset. That's a reset. Okay, there we go.
I just keep getting better.
Oh, okay. That red metal grind was something. I can here like that. Where am I going from here? Okay, I see. This. Maybe. Okay. I think I'm seeing this one. Nope, missed that. Just have to be quicker with it. Let me ban this guy real quick in chat. There we go. Damn. And something was left alive, that balloon. That time I didn't pick up the extra ammo. That's rough. This time 2 were left alive. The thing that feels particularly rough about these levels in particular is that they feel very aim focused, of which I am not the greatest with. But hey, my first finish attempt was a red. I'll take that. Okay. I feel like if I'm just fast enough, I can... No, that was slow. It was a little too high. Here we go. Sure, I'll take that. I don't know. I don't exactly know what route I did there, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll take it. Just time to lock in a little bit. Damn. Dude, my opening here was kind of sick. That could have been, I don't know about red middle, but that definitely would have been a PB right there. Okay. Slight PB. Just need to come up with something even faster. Damn. Maybe save Godspeed for the end there and not Fireball. I feel like that might be just a little bit faster. Damn. Okay. Huh. I think I left one guy alive there, which is a bit unfortunate. Damn it. Okay, sure. Why not? Apparently I was really close to the red middle anyway. Oh, that was a fun grind though. I like that level. Maybe we do this. Not quite. Where's the goal? Where's the goal? Oh, oh. Nope. Reset there. Try this again. Two were left alive. I guess would be on those two. Yeah, I can get this quicker. There we go.
I just keep getting better and better.
Didn't try too hard on this one. I feel like the red metal route for that was kind of obvious. Damn. Now for this level. Not the biggest fan of this level. Okay.
I just
Oh, the red metal time doesn't seem too high on this level. Yeah, I did that insanely quick. How did I do that? Did I just walk up instead of hopping up? That's probably what it was. Okay. Slightly behind PP time. Now I'm slightly ahead. Ooh, okay. Damn it. Gotta remember not to jump up those stairs. 18.62 is red metal time? Ooh, I have a lot of time to shave off then. I think I need to greed this one. Okay. Rip. Yeah. That was rough. Damn. Okay, here we go. Okay, pretty on pace with PB. If I coyote jumped there, I could have salvaged that. I just didn't think to try. If I hit that at a slightly better angle, I could be better off coming into this. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I need to save close to 3 seconds. Time to workshop something real quick. Is there a way to get up there potentially without having to go down? The thing I'm starting to think about is if there's a way to salvage some time by not hopping down there. Okay, I don't know if this is going to end up being faster. Bruh. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, not faster, not faster. So probably not that. But I would imagine that over here, there's probably a way that you can hit that and skip having to go down there. Maybe if you hit it just right. Oh, I got way more height on that one than I did. Okay. Nope, not quite there. The hard part I'm having is figuring out where the time save comes from in this level. Because I feel like getting this fast only does so much. Getting that beginning portion fast only does so much, and I don't see it saving me the 3 seconds that I needed to. And the fact that it's 3 seconds I need to save makes it feel like there's something obvious that I'm missing here. Another case of a weird strat that you wouldn't think about. Okay. That makes me feel like I need to start thinking out of the box. So there's these guys here. There's one in here, one in there. No, that's not going to be it. You can look at the red metal and emerald strat, see if they're the same as yours. Okay. Okay, we're in here. Nope, I'm too far off. I have to be really close to that if I want to hit that strat. Okay. Hitting it a little bit clean. Honestly, it might be able to hit that without the second stomp, and it might just be a matter of positioning well. Positioning well and good movement. Oh, now that's just bad. All right, grab this here. Up we go. Back down. All right. I will say, kind of looking forward to the weekend because it feels like I'm running into quite a bit of like mental fatigue that I'm hoping. Yeah, no, I'm out of ideas. If you have the video for the red strat, that'd probably help out. But yeah, I'm running into a little bit of mental fatigue at the moment. And the variety with the red metals definitely help, but it's definitely something that I need to kind of be a little bit more, pay a little bit more attention to when trying to grind this game. All right, let me just go ahead, throw this on stream. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's not at all what I was expecting. To be honest, it feels like I should have seen that coming. Like, I should have realized that that was a thing that I could do. But for some reason, I didn't. Oops. I think I need to swing out a little to the left there. Damn it. It is kind of silly, but at the same time, it's like... It also makes sense. Okay, 19,327. I could save at least a full second off of that. Just need to hit it slightly better. Ooh. Wow. I think I need, if I get slightly better positioning off this explosion, should be decent. Right. Damn it. Need to be a little bit closer to that ledge before I stomp. Right here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Here we go. Just barely off that red metal. Just barely. So maybe just greed a little harder. Like that. Here we go. This might be it. Feels like PB pace. Damn, that was PB pace. But I messed up my elevate. Okay, there we go. Gotta make sure I... Again, spray patterns on the SMG kind of screwing with me. Damn it. There we go. Oh. I can hug the wall pretty much? Okay. Damn it. Need this. Go. Okay. Oh, barely eked out the red. Barely. Okay. That's fine. Not what I meant to do. I meant to return to Jarb Archive. Okay. I have one more red left here. And then I think that'd be a good time to call stream. Ooh, I remember this level. I had fun with this level. Yeah. This level I always thought was really sick. Hello? Okay. Wait, what I was saying earlier with the last level was I think I'm looking forward to the weekend because I think I have been dealing with quite a bit of mental fatigue surrounding Neon White. And taking a small break to kind of reset and work on doing like other stuff, I guess. I feel is going to help quite a bit. And then I just need to kind of reevaluate how I do things. This is way slower than my PB. I don't even know what I did in my PB. Oh, you can just go straight. I didn't even realize you could just go straight. Yeah, being able to take breaks, I feel, is pretty important for being able to just, like, continue to enjoy a game like this where you're just continuously running stuff. I feel like I messed up there. Somehow, I have an extra elevate, and I'm not sure how it happened. Damn it, damn it. I could have PB'd there if I had landed that, but I didn't. Oh, if I could just maintain my time save and not get caught up in the corner of that column, that would help a lot. Here we go. Barely. I need to get 23.79. I could do that. I just need to hit my stomp a little bit better. At the very end there. Didn't get anywhere near as much height with that one. Damn it. Maybe? Yes. Okay, sweet.
I just keep getting better.
But yeah, essentially what I kept trying to say was, yeah, I think maybe just adding a little bit more variety to how I approach Neon White is going to help a lot. And like doing the reds definitely helps that. But maybe I need to add even more variety in that Neon White isn't like the only thing I'm grinding right now. Because at the moment, that's what it happens to be. Like on stream, I'm only grinding Neon White. And then off stream, I'm also only grinding Neon White. And I think either grinding something different on like one day of the week on stream or just off stream grinding something different would help a lot too. Because I feel like it's kind of like studying wherein you do it best in smaller bursts instead of trying to cram all of it all at once. And that would help a lot with just consistency and muscle memory too. So I'm going to try and vary my approach just a little bit. Finish the side quests, by the way. Check the global time. Do you mean from the main menu screen? Is this the global time you're talking about? Or did you mean another global time? No, in Believers Park? Okay. Yeah, this is something I've never run into before. Believers Park. Here we go. This one. Okay. What does this mean? Just look. Is this like a sum of best? Is this kind of like a speedrun sum of best where it just sums up all your fastest times on a level and puts it together like this? Okay. Okay. I want to see what is at the top right now. Damn. Jupin with the 3528. Like I haven't seen a lot of like the super high level runners of this game yet. But I feel like Jupin is my GOAT just because he is the GOAT of movement. So, considering how much I love movement and how good they are at movement, like, I think that solidifies them as my GOAT. Okay. Not bad, though. Alright, so something I should start doing just because it's nice to have, and I tend to have, like, best total time on PC, Switch, and Xbox. Damn. So they've been grinding. Let's see. Okay, so we do have people playing through Neon White right now. Interesting, another guy with a Linux tag too. I think I might raid this guy here. I'm gonna go over here. Alright. Thanks for hanging out again, Brookie. Thank you to everybody else who dropped by. And I will see you guys Monday in the evening, not in the morning. But yeah, farewell.